Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. I am back, and I'm playing some more Farming Simulator 25. Back here in Zielonka. Got a nice picturesque scene opening here, don't we? Isn't that nice? You can see all the fog and the pond there and all the grass. So much grass. So, I want to check something. I did get everything weeded. I need to go back through with the fertilizer, I think, on this big field up there. Yeah, just some little strips that I need to go in and fertilize for the second fert. But I am right down here, so I'm kind of looking at this field. It is an oats. It is growing. So I don't know if I'll be able to run the rotary hoe over there or not. But it comes with quite a bit of grass there too. I don't know. It depends on the loan too. So depends on how much loan I can take. I kind of want to buy it. It's a little expensive. It's a wee bit expensive. 537. So I guess the only thing left to do is just to see if we can take out more loan. I'm already up there. We're gonna have quite a loan to pay back, but you know, you gotta spend money to make money, right? So let's see what we can do. Now I don't know if I can take out more. I know eventually it'll go up to 3 million. Oh, nope, that's it. That's all we get, 231. So we'll pass on that one for now. Okay, so we won't buy this field. Not right now. Maybe after a little while. We don't have anything really that we can sell right now. I'm trying to think, do we have anything we can sell? Not really. So let's go to the month that we can harvest our other oat field. We've got another oat field right there. Tell you what, let me fertilize this other field I got finished fertilizing down here, looks like. So let me run up here. I'll turn that down. Let me go hit these spots up here. Won't take very long to do. I just gotta look on the map to see where I'm at. One thing about buying the fields and then merging them together later is that, whoa, there's a bump right there. You gotta kind of do that number. You gotta look at the thing. Oh, look, there's weeds on the edge of that. I guess I missed those. I got all the weeds up there. Alright. So let me turn around. I can kind of see where the road used to go in right here, so that's where I need to be. Alright, so we will go right there. Let me do this. Turn on my enhanced GPS. So you can see I'm going north now. And it is ferting all of that. It's because I'm going 0.0, that's north. 180 is south. 90 is east. 270 is west. And then there are some in-betweens. Last stage of fert. This won't be this way next time. Next time we'll have the whole shebang. I'm not a big fan of the whole new thing where when you go over a field, that thing pops up. The field info, I don't need that. I want to go look at the field info, I'll just go there in person. I don't need that. When I'm looking at a field, that gets in the way. That's in the way to me. I don't like that. It doesn't matter where you stop at. That pops up. Will it do it down here? It doesn't do it down here. It only does it on fields. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Alright, let's turn this way. See where I'm at. Pretty close. we're getting it from there. Cool beans. Alright. So I'll hit these little strips real quick. And then we'll go, I think it's July. Yeah, we'll go to the first part of July. I think that's when those oats will be ready. We'll actually go into June and see if we can take out more loan then. Because, you know, we've bought more land, but I don't know if it's like the collateral part of the algorithm or whatever has kicked over yet. So we'll see what we can do. Oh boy, I'm really moving on the map there. Let's go right in here. That should be it. Turn on that. Ooh. Should be getting it all. Are we? Yes, we are. Probably have to make that wider going north and south right here. Kick up the section, or well, I don't know if that's really like true section control. But it does keep it to where you don't have to use as much fertilizer. I'm approaching it. I'll tell you what, let me hit these other little strips real quick. And then I'll come back and change the width on that. I'm going to go ahead and go through it here. Just to see how wide it is. Yeah, we'll need to make it wider. Great. And you turn right here. Too far over. Need to go back. And that looks pretty good. I'm gonna come over just a wee bit more. Okay. That should get this whole pass here. Yeah, I'm thinking if I square off this end down here, like do a straight line from that corner maybe over to this corner, or maybe even expand it a little bit, that will help with the in-game GPS lines. So we'd have to buy this right here. How much is that one? That's $213. We actually could afford this right now. This land up in front of us here, it's got a lot of trees on it. It's not too far from the sawmill though. There's the land there, and then the sawmill is right there. So it wouldn't be too big of a thing to move the trees down there. One thing we'd have to get though, we'd have to get a skid steer and bust the rocks up, because there are some rocks out there. Some big, like, boulders. I'm not talking about like rocks. I'm talking, that's a boulder. Got big boulders out there. Save the game. Okay, I'll shut that off. Go look at this land real quick. So yeah, we'd have to remove these trees. See these rocks right here. We would have to get the, unless... Oh, I didn't turn it on. It's not on this map. We would have to get a skid steer and bust these rocks out of here. And we'd have to remove them, so we'd have to get a bucket. But there's a nice little grass area up here. I think we've cleared this before. I think we did this last time. I don't remember the rocks being there, though. I think they added that. I think they added that because the rocks, the ones where you take the skid steer and bust the rocks up, that didn't come until the Silver Run DLC. So it wasn't base game, I don't think it was in the base game Zielonka. Yeah, quite a few trees there. I think we could either drag them with the winch or move them with this front loader on here. I'm looking for another field road access right there. You can kind of see my fert line down there in the crop, but it's very hard to see. I think it goes to right there. Okay, so I can kind of, yeah, I can kind of see it. You can kind of see the upside down T there. You can see it on the map for sure. Here we are back there. Now I gotta find the other little strip there. Almost on it. And got that. Now I gotta find the other. I think I can find the other because there's a field road that connects to it right there. Then all we gotta do is hit the big spot and we'll be done. We'll move on to the next one. Guess I need to bring that rotary hoe back down here. Alright, let's go back over here and hit this wide spot. I think I left the rotary hoe up there in that field, yeah. So I'll have to go get that. Now I just gotta find the approach. I think that's it right there. Alright, so I'm gonna make this swath a little bit wider, so it's at 4 now. Let's do 6. Hoping that'll be wide enough. Nope. Not wide enough. Gotta go, I'm gonna have to do 8. I have to do 8 wide. Because you can see it's leaving little strips on the sides there. Now it should be getting it all. Yep, looks like it's getting it. Be nice if the cursor wouldn't go back to my guy there and just go back to where I leave it, and the field info wouldn't pop up. Our pets' heads are falling off. All the little things like that Giants, you know, they come up with this stuff and they're like, well, this will be convenient. You know, this would be, you know, we should add this feature. No. When you guys fix something, you break other stuff. It's not fun. Alright. That's another thing, you know, when we go to Montana. We will not be using precision farming. We were going to hold off for the first season, but apparently precision farming is broken. And when I say broken, I mean it's broken. It's like... No, don't cut me off. You see that? That car almost cut me off. Especially when doing like your yield stuff and your contracts. It's broken. So apparently we will not be using precision farming, at least right away. We'll hold off until they release an update that says, hey, we fixed that, and said update does not break something else. We will not be using precision farming. I was kind of looking forward to getting into it, but it's got to work, you know? If, you know, you want to use a new feature, it's got to work across the board. And it may work somewhat. I mean, you may be able to see, like, your soil types and your pH, you know, and all that stuff, and that would be, you know, okay. But when it interferes with other parts, other aspects of the game, and it really hasn't been tested for all the other aspects of the game, I think what's happening is they're rushing this stuff out, trying to get done so they can maybe work on other parts of the other mods that are in line to be tested, because there's stuff that's still months behind. At least 1 to 2, maybe 1 month, maybe 2 months. So they may be rushing their own quality control checks. I guess that's what you'd call it. For their stuff. Or whoever's in quality control for the testing of all of the in-game stuff. Or maybe it's the same people that do the mod testing, I don't know. They're probably not doing their job. I hate to say that, but if it doesn't work, if the shoe don't fit, if the glove don't quit, you must have quit, right? Only the 90s people will get that. If the glove don't quit, you must have quit. Only us 90s, only us older or 90s people or older will get that. Alright, so let's go sleep till June at least. Hopefully we won't get any tornadoes for, you know, we got some rain. The rain's a good thing though. We need that rain. Rain makes corn. Corn makes eventually corn oil, corn flour, whiskey, all that stuff. So get ready, we're going to Montana. Yeah. We're gonna have us a ranch, and we're gonna have cattle, and we're gonna make all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be a good time. So as of recording this video might not come out until later this week. So maybe it would be nice if it comes out on Memorial Day or the day before Memorial Day. That would be nice. So I could play it on Memorial Day. That'd be great. I would definitely stream. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, let's see. I want to see. I know our soil composition is going to be like, well, it's light green. The growth is up there though. I don't trust the light green. Because see, there are some darker greens, and that means the weeds are further along. I bet we can't take out the loan anyway. Weeds. No, I can kind of see them. I don't think the rotary hoe would work in this now. Yeah, I see the taller weeds. You see these weeds that have the flowers on the end of them, or the bright pink? That means you're going to have to spray them. So, I don't think we could take out the loan for this anyway. Nope. Can't take out any more loan. Not yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. It will happen. If you build it, they will come. Kind of the same way with farming. If you buy it, it will grow. Or something like that. I don't know. That sounds weird. Let's go back to the farm up here. We're going to go ahead and go to July. And then we can start harvesting our oats over here. We're going to July. I think we can mow again in July. Pretty sure we can. Find out here. Keep on going. Keep on moving with Twix. Chocolate peanut butter satisfaction. The action. It used to be a Twix commercial back in the day. Back in the late 80s. Keep on moving with Twix. Alright. Nope, we're not there yet. One more sleep. After all, there's only one more sleep till harvest. Stealing a line from a Muppet movie, of all things. After all, there's only one more sleep till Christmas. It's the Muppet Christmas Carol. I remember watching that when I was a wee lad. Alright, so that field should be ready to go now. It is. So all of our fields should be ready to go. That one's fully fertilized. This monstrosity is fully fertilized. That one's fully fertilized. That one there is fully fertilized. Everything down here is fully fertilized. And our oats are ready to harvest. So let's grab our combine. It's harvest time. And we can drop straw on this field because it is oats. So we'll have a little bonus. And we may just leave them down there because I think, if I remember right, we take the straw bales most likely to the biomass heating plant down there. Here. Boy, this thing's dirty. I need to get a pressure washer. Add up. Turn on my beacons for travel. And why not? We'll put the hazards on too. They're not very bright. They're covered with mud. But we'll do it anyway. So many people, I talked about this in a previous video. So many people that walk down this road, it's like nobody owns cars here. Very strange. I'm guessing they all work down there at the potato chip factory or the grain mill. A lot of them probably work in the grain mill. Okay. Break that up a little more. Let's break that out a little bit. Go. Alright, turn it on and we will rock and roll. Let me actually set this up. Good. Can I turn on my thing there? Yeah, there we go. So this dominator is nice because you can see when the straw thing is on and when it's not. When you do this, now it's off. And then you see the spread air ejector things back there. When this folds, it opens up there. That folds back, and now we can drop straw. Let's rock and roll. The header will come down a little more because the last one I did was sorghum. It should, yep, automatically come down when I contact the crop. We are dropping the straw. I had looked at this sorghum field over there. It's expensive too, though. That would be a nice one to have, but we can't afford it either. Maybe in the future. Watching this video, this could be the last video. It could be. Could be the last video. Might be one more. But my calculations are correct, and I've never been really good at math, but if my calculations are correct, everything is pointing to Montana being out either Friday or Saturday. I'm really hoping it's this weekend, because still technically before the Plains and Prairies pack comes out, and he said that it will release before the Plains and Prairie packs come out. Hopefully it won't be on the same day. If that's the case, we'll have to wait till June 3rd. Which, June 3rd... June 3rd would be a Tuesday. So, I'm hoping it comes out, well, really, let's be honest, I'm hoping it comes out today, which I'm recording this on, today is Sunday. It'd be nice if it came out today, which is the 25th. Maybe this evening, I'd be okay with that. Anytime today would be great. Anytime tomorrow, which is Memorial Day, the 26th, would be great. But if it didn't come out then, and it didn't come out any of the days this week, I'm okay with the 30th or the 31st. Really, I would like to have it the 30th. Then we could stream it Saturday morning. Really want to get that map, get in there and start working that map. That's going to be a long run map. We're going to be there for a long time. I just hope Old Man's computer is up to par enough to play it, because I know he's looking forward to it too. Hopefully Phil's computer is up to par to play it. Hopefully my computer is up to par to play it. I think it is. I think it is. I think it'll be okay. It's not the latest tech, or, you know, not the most up-to-date stuff. What? What did that say? I'm trying to engage my GPS. What's it? I gotta set it up again? Yeah, my line's disappeared. I guess that's why it's not kicking in. Huh. Okay. That's weird. But yeah, it's not the latest tech, but it is, I think it's decent. Oh, did they harvest this sorghum already? Yep, that's been harvested already. Well, maybe they'll do soybeans next time around or something. When do you harvest sorghum? That's weird. That is weird. I don't know why that shows harvested. Because that was sorghum. You can tell it was sorghum just by the way the crop looks. I did a contract. I did a rotary hoe contract on that field. Got 10 grand off of it. Just recently. Did it in May. And it's July now, and according to this, sorghum is not harvested until August. So I think that might be a glitch in the game. That's weird. Alright, so I'll finish harvesting this oat field here. Probably come in and bale the straw. And then I think if we come back to this one more time, we'll get into the soybeans and harvest them. If not, we'll save that for another day. But hopefully, and I mean this sincerely, hopefully Judith Plains will be out by that time. It's got to drop soon. It's got to drop before next Tuesday. really hoping for Memorial Day. Be nice to have that map to have, to play on Memorial Day. Otherwise, I may just come back here and do a stream and harvest some soybeans or something. But I'd really rather. You guys know. You know. Alright, so, until the next one, wherever that's from. Whether it's from here, whether it's from there. Always remember, you reap what you sow. Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.